Hello and welcome to session 50 of Eyes of Saemyth. Oh my god, we're halfway there. Who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time? Because it has been a little bit of time since we played last, so... I don't remember. Someone tell me.
Do we get extra inspiration? If
Dibs. So, last time we played...
Fucking...
You're trapped in a bubble. Shut up. Last session, as the party continued traveling through the woods, Sinza seemed to be acting strange, not giving much to the party, being standoffish, being aloof, questionable, catching the attention of Cain and Lyre. After some investigation, the party realized that this was in fact not Sinza, but a doppelganger, pretending to be Sinza, most likely relaying information they overheard to the Bloody Mother themselves. A fight broke out. Things were said. Anger was had. They beat the duplicate of Sinza to a pulp, barely being able to extract any information from them at all. After putting the doppelganger down, they all gathered their things and Lyre grabbed the teleportation coin and took them straight to where Sinza is. Upon arrival at the former grove, as the word. Upon arriving at the former grove, the party stumbled on the sight of one Sinza trapped inside a magical orb of sorts, beaten to a pulp, barely moving, barely breathing, and one father of Caden, Aengus, staring her down. Upon approach, they were warned by Sinza not to come close, but to go around. So they did. Upon approach to a large altar, Duncan fell down, but made his way across. Lyre scaled a small rocky side and landed in front of the altar, finding a siphon assumed to be made, by Aengus. And that is where we ended session.
Indeed. So, Lyre, you have just successfully snuck around to where the heart is sort of placed within this grove, and it's clearly giving off an energy of something that you didn't feel at the last time you were around an artery of Sith. You certainly felt like the pulse of magic, especially sort of wild magic here. But here it feels like something is off, as if you are being watched from all angles. But there's no visible people watching you. There's nothing other than what you'd assume is the artery is looking at you.
And the siphon.
Mm-hmm.
I can't seem to pull it up. Was that in my journals? Did you add that?
It's in your inventory.
Oh, it's in my inventory. Perfect.
I remade it.
Excellent.
So it's not paper. It is carved into the stone at the base of the heart.
Okay. Okay. So looking at this, obviously I can decipher certain letters in certain spots and places.
Yeah.
Serious runes are carved into the artery before. And are there a bunch of runes all around the entire thing?
No, it's just this it's this section, and then like the more kind of intricate arcane runes are carved across the heart.
They went on the vein or the artery near Caden's Grove, were they? There were no runes or anything carved into it?
No. These have been put in by an outside source.
I think it probably would have faded by now. I did have Detect Magic up when we got here.
Yes. I vaguely remember this. Detect magic, is it a minute?
Detect
I believe
magic
it's...
is
Is it 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Then it will... it'll be on the tail end.
Okay.
I mean, the second that you get here, the first thing you feel is wild magic. And it is... Yeah. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. There is a hint of something else, as if that wild magic is tainted. 𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘤𝘮𝘬. Blood magic.
Fuck. The hags using blood magic. Okay. Alright. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 words all up, is that correct, in this siphon? Siphon, whatever you want to call it? Or is it all just letters?
Words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14
words.
14 words.
Yes.
Okay. And I've got A-E-I-O-U. So I've got fucking... Alright. How the fuck am I going to do this? If I can, Lyre's going to pull out his book and just copy everything into his book real quick, as quickly as he can. And he will draw a series of runes are carved into the artery. So those are the the blue glyphs and stuff, they're carved into the artery itself.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Okay. None of them look familiar?
You saw a few of them en route here. The rune that you saw carved into the trees in the distance that you did not investigate looks very similar to these ones. You have seen / you're able to, with your extensive understanding of runes at this point, because you've put in the work, you're able to kind of begin determining what's what with this.
Okay. Are they telling a story?
They are telling of a specific element at a time. Different aspects of magic.
Interesting. He'll scribble down all those things as well. You two, get out of the side chat. Looking at you both. Okay. Alright, Lyre will scribble down everything. And if he can, he will make his way back to Duncan and Cain.
You're able to navigate back to them with relative ease. You seem to have kind of picked up on how far Aengus can see you, aka I've put down how far his cone of sight is. So you'd be able to sneak around that without necessarily tipping him off.
Whee! So Lyre will sort of step back around the side. Alright. So the artery is covered in runes now. It's vastly different to what it was back near Caden's Grove. There's wild magic with 𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘠𝘮 magic mixed into it also. And these runes, and he'll lay out his book and show everything he has, are similar to the ones we've seen but didn't really look into on our way here.
I don't know much about these runes or what it is. Do we have any indication of what it's doing or the type of magic it is?
𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘠𝘮 and wild magic. There's pertaining to a certain element within each rune. But there is some letters I can make out of these 14 words. but I don't know all of it.
Lyre, do you still have comprehend languages?
I do.
Is that a ritual?
It is.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think I have it equipped at the moment, sadly. What's up, Duncan?
Damn, with my big, beautiful fish brain, is there anything I can understand? As I put this crayon in my mouth and chew, looking at this intricate runic symbols, is there anything I can surmise?
Roll me either a history or an arcana. If you are rolling history, roll at advantage.
I'm so good at history. The best at history. Just because I thought I would be.
If you want to roll in person, by the way, you're welcome to.
Yes,
so
I would like to do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Give that a crack.
Okay, that's 17. I like that better. I like my odds.
17. Okay, with a 17, you recognize one of these symbols. Actually, a few of them. As you're kind of looking them over, you have seen them in the depths when you first saw the Astral Sea. They are like tethers, almost. They are acting as tethers between those two planes. Someone is using these runes as tethers between points, but this is just one of those points. You recognize the rune for blood, and you recognize the rune for mortal.
That rune says blood. That one says mortal. You might be wondering, Duncan, how do I know this? Well, you see, when I fuck about in the depths, I saw these runes there. It's fucked. They're using as a tether or something. It's not good.
How patient are we feeling? Because I can take 10 minutes and hopefully be able to read all of these.
I think we can do 10 minutes.
Alright. Let me back up a little bit. Lyre's going to back into this corner.
Before you start, do you think this is more magic as a curse? Or is it more of a charm? Because I have magic to stop both, but I'm not sure if I should use it on him or on the symbols, if it's tethered.
Discuss that amongst yourselves. I'm going to get this started, and then I will chime in when we have a bit more knowledge, okay?
Wait.
Okay,
Wait.
it's just turning to Duncan, who has a crayon in his mouth, like, okay.
Wait. Break the crayon. I'm going to go over to Lyre. Wait, I need you to tell you something.
What?
I believe in you. Put my hand on his shoulder. Guidance. And I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
I got you, King. Hand on shoulder.
Thanks. So this is going to take me 10 minutes. But
in that time, perhaps you want to get Sinza out of her bubble in some capacity.
Is that not related to the runes?
That's what I thought,
know.
man.
Yeah. This is what I'm like.
You
Is this
don't know.
You don't
You
know.
can investigate that.
During the 10 minutes, can I try and investigate or just get an idea for this?
I'd say investigation then. Either investigation or arcana. Your pick. If you
In
also
the
want to
10
do this,
minutes,
Duncan, you can do this too. Or you can help each other.
Yeah, can we help each other? And in the 10 minutes, can we can we can talk about our theories as well?
Yeah,
as we're
yeah.
going through this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do investigation or Arcana. That was really bad for me. Investigation. I'll try. That's what Cain would do. Okay. That's a 12.
Duncan, do you want to help, or do you want to roll your own one? If Duncan can hear me.
My friend, my
because
homie.
the connection is not great today.
Is Duncan in the room with us?
Ah!
Okay.
Okay. I've got -2 on this. So let's. Okay. Natural 19 for a 17.
17. Okay, the two of you are putting your heads together. Was that an investigation?
Investigation.
Okay, investigation. You begin kind of from a distance, looking around. You've got you've got both of you and Duncan have discussing passive perceptions, right? So the two of you are able to kind of assess the situation from a distance without too much trouble. And you can see around Sinza is a series of almost like a series of little best I could describe, the first word that came to my mind was aspects. Almost these little motes of magic. They are called what you recognize as being something called health spells, where when somebody gets into contact with them or a certain criteria is met, it activates the spell. And this is some kind of variation of the spell magic circle that is prolonged. It seems like it has been turned into a curse, which means that even after the person who cast it dies, it will continue to cast. It should be relatively easy to dispel. The only issue here is that Sinza is non-magical, effectively, so she wouldn't have been able to dispel it herself, whereas her magical friends are probably a lot more skilled at being able to do this.
Okay. I don't have dispel magic. Let's see. Yeah. I think I could. I think best Cain could do is potentially get behind Aengus and like either try remove curse or greater restoration. But he's not familiar with this type of magic. This is very out of his depth, with it being mixed with other types of magic. And curse is something about curse. It's been turned into a curse. You mentioned some of it. Like it's adjusted, these spells.
I'm going to say with a 17, if it's similar to what happened to Suja/Erin, this won't last long.
No.
There is a different criteria for getting him out of that. It could work temporarily. It might give you a little bit of insight into what to do. He may be able to tell you something,
give us some information.
If it's based on line of sight, you're not sure. If while he's looking at Sinza, that circle is active, it may be that. You're kind of discussing this through with Duncan. Duncan suggests it might be to do with line of sight because he has not stopped staring at Sinza this entire time. So, in this time, Cain, that's kind of what you've figured out. You think that it's something to do with line of sight. With Duncan's assistance, the two of you have put your brains together and you are trying to figure this out while there's Lyre in the corner doing some magic, and Sinza is not actively bleeding out, but looking pretty bad inside this little bubble in the center of the grove.
I was just doing magical Tai Chi. Does it look like Lyre's spent about 10 minutes roughly at this point?
Can the wizard
say
be
so.
done with his magic,
Time.
please?
Okay. I don't need to wait for actual 10 minutes of Odin in the camera going,
Do you need me to turn into a monkey?
No, not again. We're not going through this again. Lyre, in this period of time, you've cast the spell, and you have come to realize that whatever language this is not from this plane. Therefore, you don't necessarily get the whole amount of it, but you are able to translate it based on that. So you're gonna have to spend a little bit of time translating that for me, or you can, because the joys of. I'm very sorry, but that's the best you can get out of me. I did have a translation. I don't now, so we're gonna suffer. But thank God I already have the message written. It's just not in a language I can read. So you're gonna sit there and do that.
I'll
so
also point out my findings.
Finished.
Yeah. Okay. I'll point out what we've seen and figured out about Sinza and the bubble. That they're separate things, essentially.
Sinza, is there anything you want to try and do inside the bubble?
Have I spent any time looking for weak spots in the bubble at all? I would say since probably when she wasn't getting shouted at, probably one's like having a little bit of respite.
Since you had that fortification from Haver, that sound has calmed. It's made it a little bit easier for you to focus, even though you are still in quite a great deal of pain. It has definitely taken the edge off of you being shouted at by a replication of Caden.
Sinza, why'd you let me drown?
Dex, you fuck!
That's pretty much what you've been listening to for
My organs!
like 2 days.
You let them fall out!
So whilst you are in this bubble, now that has kind of calmed, you can have a look and see if there's any weaknesses in it.
Yeah. Sinza's gonna kind of take her talons, and at the very base where the circle kind of sits, she's gonna try and like run it under the magic as best she can to try and look for those kind of weaknesses in it.
So you're effectively in a hamster ball.
Run.
So there's no bottom.
There's
Run.
no base.
Start
you're
running.
just kind of sitting in the dip.
Oh shit!
Turn into
You
a
are
lichen and run.
Partially submerged in water because there is water at the bottom of this dip.
I'm sorry. I'm what? That was not mentioned, Tobias.
You're drowning next.
You're in a puddle. It's not a very deep puddle, but you're in a puddle. So you're a bit soggy
it's
as
my
well.
own tears that have just like
enough
at
to
the
be
bottom.
soggy.
Soggy sins are in it.
Soggy Sinza. Just a bit damp.
We love dumb ideas. Can I ask the lichen? I'm like, sup fam? What do you suggest?
You wanna poke
You want
the
to let them
lichen?
know? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had some pretty good vibes going on. So Sinza kind of like, I think harnesses a little bit of that feralness to her. She's sad, angry, a little manic right now, and she's looking for something that's sturdy. And fortunately, the lichen is that in this situation. So she kind of like digs her own claws through her chest and reaches those hands for the lichen.
Roll me a whiz save at advantage.
Okay. How do I play this game again?
Okay. It was. Wow.
That was an advantage.
As you push against the Everdark to kind of wake up the lichen in some capacity. You feel that thump in your chest. It's a familiar sensation, but not one you've had for a while. As you've been starting to almost work with the lichen rather than fight against it, so it has not had to fight you. But you effectively abruptly trying to wake it up during a time where it retreated in fear of something else. It's almost trying to fight back as if saying, don't wake me up, I don't want to face it. As if it is scared. But you press deeper anyway. You call out to it. What are you asking it?
I need you now. We're both feeling this. If I've learnt anything, we're one and the same. Your fear is my fear. Your anger is my anger. We share the same form. I need you now.
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
Yippee!
Because you've worked with this thing before. Okay. 17. If I do not, we will die here.
Do not what?
Aid you. It seems as if it is trying to convince itself. It makes it I'd say you'd pick it up. It makes it quite clear to you that your lichen is its own entity.
Okay.
It's its own thinking, breathing thing. That has its own fears. Even if you are connected so integrally to it, it is scared, and you can feel its fear.
Okay.
But it's now starting to turn into that cornered animal kind of fear of ready to lash because it doesn't know what else to do.
Okay. The hands that Sinza is reaching for this thing were originally kind of clawed, and they soften. And she kind of reaches through the space for that almost like bony face and rests her warm palms against its face. She's wanting to gently coax it, almost add her understanding of the fear. It's the same fear that she's probably feeling, but she's trying to make it settle. So it's not turned through anger, it's turned through mutual understanding of we need to get out of here. We've been here long enough.
You feel it the way that you felt Katya. It's like a warmth of something down to earth, bringing you down, bringing it down from this high to focus, because that's what you need. And you feel almost like the purr of its breath in this dark space. You can't see it. You can't make anything out, but you can definitely feel the bone of its jawline, the curve of some of its tusks, some of the layaway fur that kind of connects its head to its neck. What would you ask of me?
Free us.
You feel that turn. You feel your body shift. It doesn't hurt. It is almost a quiet, very kind of slow process, as if to avoid hurting you in some capacity. And your vision changes again to that almost separated seat of watching yourself. And you can see just how injured you are. It's not good. That change doesn't fix you. in any way. If anything, it may make you bleed a little more. But the body begins to ram into the side of this magic, as if brute force might do it. The rest of you can see the lichen suddenly inside this bubble, and it is slamming its body full force into the side of this magic, as if it might weaken it in some capacity.
Does Aengus react at all?
Aengus doesn't move.
Not even a twitch or reaction to the movement. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, I might be towing the line here, but I did notice something about Aengus when I had my brief kind of conversation with him. I want to use my Cry of the Curse, but not in the way that it causes fear, but I want to make it sound like it's Iris. So I want to make it sound like it's
I'll replicate Iris's voice.
Yeah. I want to see if I can get those reactions again.
Okay, you relay that to the lichen, and the lichen recalls her voice. And you hear, out of its open kind of maw, her screaming. You hear Iris screaming. Those of you who know Iris, you can hear it too, but it's muffled inside this kind of dome. It is a nightmarish noise. It's not just Iris's voice, it's multiple people, including Sinza. I believe it's a whiz save from
Yes, it is.
Aengus.
Yeah, he's gonna make it. He's wise as hell.
And as you kind of scream, you can see the lichen stare at him. And you watch him flinch, but he doesn't move.
He has pink eyes, right? They're like kind of this glazed pink color. Do I see them shift to any shades of green at all in this moment, or brown? Or is it just the pink?
It is just the pink. It seems like that still elicited a physical reaction, but it didn't. He is a little too fortified to be affected by that.
Okay. I want the lichen to try and jam its claws into this barrier and tear it open. Like it doesn't want to bash its head anymore. It's sick of its head pounding in Caden crying. It wants to use what it has to try and tear this thing the fuck open.
Roll me an athletics.
Athletics? Oh, I'm good at that. Watch me fail. Oh no. What is it? 15?
Cain, you watch as claws pierce through the barrier, but the barrier forms around the claws. And it is trying to tear a gap, but as the claws are kind of tearing through it, it is almost immediately healing up the wound of this magic. As if whatever is causing it is keeping it stable. Despite it, the lichen is powerful enough to get its claws in. It is not powerful enough to tear a hole.
Okay.
How's it going, Lyre?
Cain, you see Lyre sit up straight and reach for a rock and pull out his siphon and start carving something into it.
Okay. So I've got Sinza crashing out, and I've got Lyre's like, wait a minute, I need to modify my siphon, essentially. I've got an idea. I think Cain is in a situation where he's like, if I do anything, it might fuck up whatever Lyre's planning, because he doesn't know what he's doing. So he's just gonna monitor the situation and gently put Duncan behind him because he sees the lichen. It's like, let's just put you behind me for now.
Lyre's gonna finish up carving. He's gonna go psst to Cain.
Yep, Cain will go over.
He's gonna flip his book around, and Cain, next to this siphon that Aengus made, you read, "Engrave the blood rune upon my breast and sever her ties to the sea." And Lyre will turn the rock that he has in his hand around, and you see the rune for blood carved onto it. We need to get this onto Aengus.
Okay. I mean, we could sneak behind him and get it on his chest from there.
We have to engrave it.
I could maybe try and remove the charm temporarily. Use some restoration on him. It might work temporarily, maybe enough to get it on his chest, to carve it in.
It needs to be perfect.
So we're
No mistakes.
We're going to need to knock him out. We'll have to fight him and knock him out for that.
There is a flash of pink, and the air becomes thick. I need everyone to roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck!
Oh no!
Wisdom.
Oh boy, okay.
Wisdom!
Where to wisdom?
What is his spell save DC? Oh boy.
19.
Okay.
Oh, did you want me to? Okay, I'll forget.
So, Lyre and Cain, you feel it grip you briefly and you shake it off. This sudden spike of fear, of absolute terror as you're looking in Angus's direction. Sinza, you are terrified. You have the fear effect, as wild magic has set off in the grove, and it is spewing all sorts of spells, and this one was the fear spell. So you cannot get closer to Aengus right now, but you're also unable to move. So right now, you're just kind of stuck in that spot.
And like the screaming is becoming like less Iris and more just like multiple voices that Sinza has heard. Like everyone she's ever heard in this just like fucking jam of terror.
The rest of you, so Duncan rolled a crit, so all of you, you felt it briefly, but you managed to shake it off.
I don't think we're going to start running out of time soon if these spells are going off like this.
Right. Lyre's gonna tear a page out of his book and draw the blood rune and hand it to Duncan as well. Just so everyone has a copy of the rune. We know exactly what it looks like.
I'm going to point out the moats that are around the around Sinza for the bubble to talk about what me and Duncan figured out. Like, maybe that will get her out.
Question, what was that? I've not been listening the past 15 minutes when I was trying to decipher this thing.
It's like a magic spell that has like been, you said, described it, Toby, as like modified into like a curse. It's that all these moats are around it to hold
So
the spell.
it is effectively a magic circle that has been turned into a curse, which means like it is prolonged longer than a usual than spells usually last. So a magic circle usually only lasts, I believe, a minute. This one has been going for longer than 2 days. It is just consistent, like it is charging itself via something else.
Okay. Yeah.
If we can get her out, maybe silence Aengus somehow. If we could do that, he's a druid. Maybe stop his magic at least. And just deal with the physical side of it.
It's possible. We just need to get that rune in him.
We're gonna have to knock him out for that.
You feeling strong?
I'm feeling confident, but with this, and he's gesturing to like the wild magic, the runes and everything, this is out of my depth.
We have to try. Just don't kill him.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get me and Duncan in a better position, so that at least Duncan can take him on from a distance where he's not where Lyre is, so that he'll go for me, and then potentially Duncan second. I think Cain would like to essentially come back round, if he can sneak around him to get back down to here.
Yeah, I mean, you can pass underneath this.
Yeah, okay.
How tall is that, Toby? That little structure, out of curiosity.
I want to get here.
Maybe about 10 feet.
And then, I don't know where Duncan would go. He just wants Duncan not within sight range of Lyre, essentially.
Not within sight range of Lyre.
So that if Aengus looks towards
here.
yeah, so if he looks towards Duncan, he's not going to see Lyre. Or if Lyre wants to reposition.
Duncan can move to the opposite side.
I think Cain will probably try... He'll try and physically grapple Aengus first.
Okay.
So he's going to try and do what he can to sneak up behind him. Let's go over this rock.
Roll me a stealth check.
Cool. Let's put that... Do that in game here.
You're so stealthy.
We'll see.
I'm in a bush.
Oh boy. Cain, your armor clanks. Unfortunately for you, you're wearing clank. As you try and kind of,
if I see him
sneak
move,
up
I'll
behind
rush him.
He does not take his eyes off of Sinza.
Okay.
But you
He's gonna
see
know
another
that.
spark of magic.
Shit. Okay, he didn't move though.
No, I'm in line of sight, please.
Fuck. Oh no, what's that? Uh-oh.
We all get naked. We all do a dance around the fire.
We'll get another Oh, it's Beltane!
Please turn Cain into a
Yeah,
sheep.
it's Beltane.
Please turn Cain
Dude,
into a sheep.
20 stampede
Wow.
sheep. My
20
nightmare.
stampeding sheep.
Okay. You see you feel another pulse of wild magic. But you see no effect and you feel no effect.
Oh god.
I think that's
Just to me or to everyone?
The whole
the whole area.
Can feel that pulse.
This is
but
fine.
Nothing happens? Question mark. There is no tangible effect you can muster from that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but I can get behind him essentially to try and grapple.
Okay. Roll me I believe it's athletics, please.
Okay. Come on, dice. Don't fuck me. 15.
15. Okay. As he is currently what you would classify as paralyzed, it's an automatic.
Okay.
You grab hold of him. And you feel another pulse. Seems that every time you
Shit.
do something, it activates that wild magic.
I will try and get him, essentially to the ground so he's not looking at Sinza, so he's just looking up. To break the line of sight, or turn him away somehow.
He is currently rooted to the floor.
He's rooted. Shit.
Um,
Okay.
As you feel that pulse, he is going to, the tip of his halberd is going to light
Wildfire?
up in pink light. and it is going to try and hit you.
I'm waiting for Lyre. Now I'm like, help.
It misses.
Magic is happening. Okay.
So you manage to kind of dodge out of the way of this thing, but as it hits the floor, it practically explodes. So that magic, as it hits the floor, kind of burns into the floor. But there is no other effect.
Ooh. So, question: Is he look? Did you turn his head to look up now?
I'm trying to turn it to look up, even if it's not the body, just to get him to look away, to break line of sight from where Sinza is.
How are you doing that?
Just under the chin if needed, and just force it back.
Just forcing his head back.
Just force it back. Any way to get his head
cover
to
his
look
eyes.
away. I could do that as well.
Just put a bag over his head.
Put a bag over his head. Oh, should have just got a fucking sack.
The Skyrim bucket method.
Can we Skyrim bucket
You're an
him?
executioner.
Wait a minute.
You must have one of those bags. What do you mean?
There's a big bag there. Can we just put that on his head? That's what Duncan will do.
Oh, you're finally awake.
You've tilted his head.
Yeah, I've just tilted his head back.
Oh god.
As his head tilts up, Sinza, you drop into a puddle of water.
I'm out of the puddle of water and I'm
Soggy.
skittering with like talons as they spark out of this area, and she's kind of heading in. Where's Lyre? She's heading in Lyre's direction.
Lyre's gonna rush forward. Can I do something in this moment, Toby?
You can.
Lyre's POV is just you going.
That's fine.
Running towards him.
Lyre's gonna rush out and he's gonna grab that little rock that he carved the symbol into. And he's going to look at the breast of Aengus. I'm going to cast Catapult on the little rock with the sigil on it.
Oh!
Okay.
And put it in his chest.
Yeah.
Target.
You said he's
Target and
paralyzed?
roll. Yeah.
So he fails dexterity checks, right?
It's a dex check, yeah. So he would also fail that. Yeah. Okay, so what does a catapult look like?
So Lyre is going to rush up and pull out the little stone, and he's going to start wringing his hand around it. And he's going to think, and then he's going to grab his cloak of moss and shine it on the cloak to put some of Caden into it and fucking pelt it across the fucking yard, aiming for the chest.
It lands square on. Cain, as you've kind of held his head back, and you've got him gripped, you can feel the thump as it hits him in the chest. You also feel something potentially snap at the sensation of this stone hitting him in the ribs. His sternum bends as it pushes into the center of his chest and leaves an imprint, and blood begins to kind of trail down. Nothing happens.
Did it work? Well, he takes damage, so I will cast that spell.
Lyre, can you roll me as well an Arcana check?
Sure, give me 1 second. I'm just going to cast this spell and do the damage.
Roll your damage.
Cast or something?
I think you've got to make the dexterity saving throw, T.
Okay. Dex save. Sure.
3d8.
He fails anyway,
assuming-
so
yeah.
he would fail anyway. But roll that damage.
There you go.
Okay.
16.
He takes 13 points of bludgeoning.
13, sorry. Arcana, you said?
Arcana, please, yes.
$22.
22. You
Pleasure.
Thank you.
watch as this stone is flying through the air. You can see the tether. You can see that line of magic, and as it hits him, you see his tethers, and he has more than one. One that is a soft green tinted pink. Reminds you of Caden. and the other that is blood red and looks almost as if it is thorned, and it is wrapped around his neck, like a noose. This thing is holding him tightly, but as that rune hits into him, his tether glows brighter.
Okay. The red one's still wrapped around his throat, though?
Yeah.
Sever her ties to the sea. That tether from him, that's hers. Is that reaching towards the heart?
Yes. Both his tether and hers are reaching towards the heart.
Okay.
Is that symbol also on the heart?
The blood rune.
The blood
I
rune.
believe it is.
Is that
Yes.
the one? Okay, so it's alright.
That's how she's
Sorry,
connected
there.
to him using blood magic. That was my turn. Do I have to wait until I'll let everyone else do something before I do anything else?
Okay.
I don't want to hog things.
Sinza, are you staying a lichen? Okay.
Oh,
Whoa, girl. Whoa!
honestly, I think like since I feel safe in this form, so she kind of like limps away towards like where this stone is, and just kind of like leans up against it and is like just looking in the direction of where her party is. She knows they're onto something, and she's like, I just need a second, and if they need me, they'll come get me.
She just needs to
Sinza.
dry off.
Roll me an Arcana check, please.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because guess what? Guess who's a 𝘏𝘪𝘭𝘮 in this party?
Me, I am. That's me. I'm the 𝘏𝘪𝘭𝘮. It's good.
You're looking at the runes that are carved into the heart through the eyes of the lichen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not your mind that recognizes them.
Oh no. Yeah.
The lichen is effectively pinpointed on one of them. It almost has almost like a sun-like shape to it. And you are given the image of Astral.
Okay.
There are 5 runes carved into the stone, and a variety of different symbols that represent the schools of magic.
Could it be... I also don't want to meta because I don't know if Sinza's been able to hear a lot of the conversations that have been happening. Is there anything I can discern at all with this rune? Is it like out of place? Is that kind of the situation?
It has been carved in by an outside source. This shouldn't be here. Give me a second while I fucking place my thoughts together.
You're fine.
With a 19, you'd recognize more than just Astral.
Okay.
You see one that is a ring surrounded by what looks like almost like a square shape. You're able to discern in some nature that means divine.
Is it like runes for the planes?
I mean, that's certainly a guess. You're not sure.
Okay.
You discern that Astral probably has some connection to the Astral Sea.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just like, since it's just kind of like looking at these runes, like, that one's astral. I'm not sure.
You can assist
Mm-hmm.
Lyre. We're going to do it as a skill challenge.
Okay.
Where you will pick a skill. You tell me the reasoning why you're using that skill, and Lyre can roll me an Arcana, or whatever he likes, and the two of you will roll, and the product of that roll will determine whether or not you are successful in that round.
Okay. So astral and... What was the other one? I'm sorry? It was astral
Divine.
and divine.
So you have 4 out of 5 of those runes that you've managed to figure out what they are.
Okay. From what Cain had told me about the rock when we were there was some connection to the divine, there was some connection to the ley lines. So Sinza is kind of looking at this divine rock and then looking at Aengus and is like, if the Bloody Mother has like corrupted this place, it still needs to be connected to something. There are watchers for a reason. Watchers mind these areas. If we just... Not that we're going to, but if Aengus was to die, what would be protecting this place? What can I do to try and, like, do this, though, is what I'm thinking.
The note that was translated by Lyre, you haven't had told to you, Sinza.
Okay.
But it is plain text, effectively, as to what to do here.
Okay.
There is a risk
Yeah.
of cutting Aengus off from the heart as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to meta. I think Sinza needs more context. And she kind of turns in this almost like elongated stance. And as she's turning, she wants to try and drop her lichen form so she can kind of approach Lyre. As she's kind of like limping down the stairs, it all just kind of like melts away. And Lyre, you feel like kind of it's almost like wet hand on your shoulder and kind of panting. Since it's like, what are we doing?
I've engraved a rune of blood onto Angus's chest. It's a note he left behind. He needed that on his chest, and now he needs to sever her from the sea. And you see Lyre sort of staring up and at an angle to what looks like nothing. But you see he is intensely staring at something. Or maybe looking between two different things.
So this will be part of the skill challenge. Lyre, I'm going to get you to roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Sinza, how are you going to assist Lyre in this moment? What skill are you going to use that you think is going to be beneficial, and why?
I'm going to use... As Lyre says, we need to cut her from the sea. Sinza is going to relay, cutting her from the sea, you mean the astral sea? She's going to use persuasion.
Right, so intelligence check from you. Sinza, what are you doing?
Sinza wants to use persuasion with like the runes as a whole. So when
did I get inspiration?
Like, disconnect her from the Siggy, like astral sea is kind of what she's trying to like hint at, is what it means.
Roll me persuasion, or if you want to give Lyre your inspiration as well.
I did the
Lyre has
recap.
Inspiration.
Oh, you did the recap. Okay, yeah.
That's what I was like. Did I get inspiration
I'm
from that?
I'm used to laugh doing it. Yes, you have your inspiration, so you can re-roll if you'd like. Oh, that's
Oh
worse.
no.
That's worse.
Okay, well we've got to go with the second roll.
Oh god.
That's a crit
Do you want me
fail.
to roll? Oh no.
Roll persuasion, please.
Okay.
It was a 19!
Was.
Okay. Let me just add that up.
Dirty 20.
26. 26.
So stupid. I'm so mad.
Okay. On the first one, you make it.
Ah,
Lyre, it's kind of passing you by. You think that what you've done is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Sinza, as you're
mhm.
explaining your thought process, the word engrave has stood out to you. It doesn't mean imprint. It means
I've
carve.
got to cut it so it's our blood. Oh.
So it's engraved in him?
Yeah.
Okay. Has Lyre told Sinza about the rock and stuff like that?
Assumedly, he has passed on what information Lyre
Okay.
knows, so you're up to
Who
date.
has a dagger on them? Do you have a dagger on you? Cool. Sinza's
You have
gonna
the
put out her
siphon.
kind of.
Yeah, Lyre is holding the siphon.
I'm scared of him using the siphon on a fucking archdruid.
You're not putting
needs
it
to be-
into a point of magic. You are using it to cut a tether,
Yeah.
which is what it was made for.
It needs to be engraved into him. Not just pressed, engraved into him.
I need to be here to cut this tether.
I will do it. She puts her hand out.
I need my tether. I need my siphon. Lyre's I'm gonna
You
look
don't
at
have
my...
any other dagger.
Hold on.
you
I
don't have any
do!
other-
I have two!
You do
Lyre will
have
pull-
lots of
Give me a
daggers.
blade! I have nothing!
You'll see Lyre like pull his siphon back and pull out a dagger and hand it to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, Sinza's like looking at you with like this like 100-yard stare, and she kind of takes it out of your hand, kind of turns and starts to like walk towards him. She's not avoiding his eyeliner or anything. She's just like walking towards him. She's
Odie,
done.
roll me a perception check, real quick.
Perception? That's a +1. Let's see how this goes.
Hey! Let's go, boyo!
I hate everything.
The rage.
As she turns, you watch as some of her hair kind of like flicks out of the way, and on the back of her neck is a symbol of two crossed swords.
Does that look familiar?
It looks like it's burnt into her fur. Roll me a history check. Roll me a history check. With advantage, you have seen this before.
Thank fucking
And he's
Christ.
gonna need
Thank
it.
God.
Yeah, you're gonna need it, bro. For fuck's sake!
God damn it. Okay, an 11.
I think you need to put more points into your history.
You
I need better dice.
You remember seeing this symbol somewhere in the Asus Ridge.
Odie knows what it is, but yeah.
Lyre remembers seeing it somewhere in the Asus Ridge.
I've seen that somewhere in the Asus Ridge.
Did you say that?
Well done.
Huh?
As you are heading over towards Aengus. Cain still has him grappled, kind of holding
Aengus
him.
probably fucking headbutting him and he's struggling to hold it.
Angus is not struggling.
Oh, he's not struggling at all. Oh.
He is just almost like limp in your grip, but very stony. Like it's
Don't-
difficult
okay.
to keep his
I
head up.
don't trust
Very
that
rocky.
he's not just going to unroot at any point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to staying there just in case.
Cain, you still feel emotion, right? You still feel that you got a little fucking tingle?
He's got a bit of a tingle. He's getting his tingle back.
There is like, you kind of almost get knocked off your feet by the anger. And it's just these like two
Oh.
blue eyes staring through you as Sinza approaches. And then they very quickly turn to Aengus as Sinza kind of flips the dagger in her hand and kind of places a hand on his chest and like looks up at you. Like, we're basically waiting for approval.
I will make sure I've got his neck in a better position with his arm and just hold him still in case there is any movement at all. And just give you a nod.
Okay. Sinza, can she see the imprint if she just follows those lines?
You can You know what? Yeah, you can. Because like he has effectively set up a template for you, where it had the.
It's gonna be
Yay, tracing
perfect.
lines.
Dude, this is the fucking tattoo session.
It is starting to bruise around it as well, so it is quite clear where you need to cut. So you can make a sleight of hand at advantage. Cain, can you roll me an athletics as her assistance because you are holding him still?
Hold him steady.
Oh,
Hold him
boy.
down. Sorry. Sinza,
God.
who's got her like dagger kind of like pressed above where she needs to, she kind of like looks up into Angus's eyes, and she just whispers under her breath, "Your growth needs you," and then she's gonna start carving.
13 and okay.
Let's go. It's gonna look pretty.
21, 34. 34. Okay, that does work.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh
bit of-
Jesus!
A bit of pulse and magic.
We all get naked.
Fuck's sake.
Stop
Toby, get us all
saying that.
naked.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Like,
Oh no.
that was
Oh,
not
that's-
a good
that's a-
okay.
That's a really bad
Tell me how I
okay.
died,
While he's
Elias.
thinking of the...
As the tip of the blade touches flesh, something drips onto your hand, Sinza.
Shit.
And he just starts crying as there is this pulse of magic. His face, his expression doesn't change, but he is just streaming tears. The wild magic effect that he got was you cry uncontrollably for the next minute.
Oh, this is horrendous.
Oh
Let's
my
add this to my bucket of
God.
trauma.
These could be
Oh,
so
God.
much worse. I'm gonna be...
They could be worse.
What
That
a
could have been
moment, by the way.
fireball centered on him. You
Yeah.
are lucky that it's not.
Yeah. I have 2 HP, so thank God.
As you begin to carve it in, you can feel flesh part. Soft. It's strangely comfortable for you to be able to do this, as if it is like a knife cutting through butter. As you carve in the rune using Lyre's imprint as a trace. Duncan looks across to all of you and asks, "Is there anything I can do to help?"
Lyre, not really looking away from the tether, he's gonna turn, like, sort of just speak toward Duncan. Can you see anything from the astral sea? Is anything here?
Roll a perception check for him.
Come on,
'Cause-
Duncan.
Because if dude can see shit that we can't, let's utilize that.
24. With a 24, he is like looking around. You watch as like the black sclera of his eyes and the kind of blue pinpoints that are his pupils are kind of scanning around the area, and they lock on to the same point as the tether. And he looks at you, Lyre. He's like, "I can see a line. It is so infused with the astral sea, he can see it."
That's what
Is it the
It's-
Bloody Mother's one, or is it
Yes.
Angus's? Okay.
we need to cut it.
He can only see her one, but he
Okay.
doesn't see it the same way that you do.
Okay.
He explains to you it is a dark blue line.
I see it as red, though, don't I?
You see it as red and covered in thorns.
Dude.
That's the connection to the astral sea.
I might be able to
so-
manipulate it. I'm a druid of the void, that's what I do. Maybe I can get it into a better position for you.
If you can hold it steady, do the best you can.
He will make his way over. This reminds you almost of when he was working with Caden in the Grove to cast stasis on the tree. Of the way that he moves, he almost performs it like a druidic rite. And it is not entirely natural to him. He is not a very powerful druid, but he is still enough of a druid that he knows what he's doing. He is going to. Ooh, he's going to use, let's say. Let's use a nature check for him. What check are you going to use here, Lyre?
I've used Arcana. With the void, or his magic that he's doing, is there some kind of religious element to it at all? Are any of the symbols he's moving or doing religious in any way that Lyre... Because Lyre studied the gods. Is there anything religious around it?
Religious?
In
No.
any of the motions and any of the speaking that he's doing, anything like that?
You can roll me history.
Okay.
I'm
just trying to see if I can use like a religion check, basically.
It's not like, because there is there are no gods that he worships in the Astral Sea.
Okay. If I can,
there are gods in the Astral Sea, but it's just a different situation.
If I can, then, as he's sort of refining it, Lyre's going to take time to really hone in on like every thorn and every ripple in this branch-like thing, and he's going to look for like a chip in the vine so he can grab onto it in front of it, basically. If I can investigate for that.
You can indeed.
Okay.
So that was a nature check from Duncan. Oh, it's a crit.
Oh, let's go!
Okay, a 26 and an 11. That is 37. That is just over the DC. It was 35. As you watch as Duncan is performing these kind of almost slow movements of him effectively drawing that line till it is straight. It is a taut wire in front of you. You watch as it almost like is straining from being held at this tautness. You are able to pinpoint a point that you would consider to be weak. A weak line.
Lyre's going to keep an eye on that and wait for Sinza's call when she finishes the marking.
Sinza, as you've been carving this rune in, the blood has been getting in the way of you being able to see. Mm-hmm. He is bleeding a lot. It is beginning to kind of trail down his front, catching on some of the roots underneath him, and you watch as they almost react to the blood.
Mm-hmm. Can I try and stop it? Can I like take something that I have on me, whether I pull a piece of something off my shirt and I'm kind of wiping the blood with that as I'm moving so I can still see?
Your clothes are pretty ruined after what happened with your experience with the Bloodied Mother. You have quite easily able to torn off a section of your shirt.
Yeah, ribs,
and you're using some of the
pecs fully exposed.
You're using some of the silk to wipe away the blood. And it does catch a good chunk of it. You are kind of managing to get this rune down, and as you finish that last line, it almost begins to bubble. You feel those tears still kind of dripping onto you from above you. Cain, you can too. He's beginning to shake.
Can I drop the blade in my hand, still kind of covered in his own blood. I just reach up and I just hold his face. And I try and find his eyeline.
Cain, do you tilt his head down?
Yes, I don't want him swallowing his own tongue.
As his head kind of tilts down and you meet his eyes, they are red stained from where he's been crying. As he looks at you, you can't see anything but Caden.
The anger that is filling her to keep her going, it melts a little and tears start to fill her eyes as she's looking at him. Aengus. Your grove needs you. You need to be here. Present. You can't let her hold you anymore. You spent enough time asleep. You need to wake up.
Do you tell Lyre that the rune is finished?
Yeah. She just calls out for Lyre, as in, do it.
You see Lyre's head snap over to you, Sinza. As he smiles, you see him unsheath the siphon again, and you see him summon his trident into his hand as Lyre leaps, and with the trident, I'm going to pin down the tether, and then run his hand along the tether, raking across the thorns, he doesn't care, and pull it up, spin the siphon in his hand, and he's going to jam the side of it into the tether, and just begin to push.
Roll me an athletics at advantage because you have Duncan holding it taut for you. If you want to roll in person, you can.
That's fine.
Oh, it's almost a 15.
It is bending against the weight of the siphon and beginning to just sort of slice, almost like an apple, as it is beginning to kind of peel into this wire. And you feel another spark of wild magic.
Oh no.
Almost in defiance. Really? Is there things happening? Oh dear. That's a 12. Oh boy. What's a 12 do?
Shit.
I'm not strong, guys.
I'm right in front of him.
Oh, the damage type is random. Okay. Sinza, as you are directly in front of him, Cain, you're behind him. Sorry.
That's okay.
But Sinza, as you're directly in front of him, I need you to make me a dex save.
I'm good at that.
Come on,
I'm
Sinza.
so good at that.
Atta girl, Sinza!
As his mouth, almost like his jaw opens ever so slightly, as if he looks like he's about to talk to you. As you're kind of cupping his face, you see a light in the back of his throat. This sort of pink flame that flickers, and as you register what that is, you dodge out of the way, and almost like a spew of flame sprays from his mouth up the edge of the stone in front of you and blackens everything in its path.
Damn.
Guys, that could have been so bad.
Yeah.
You take half damage still, because it is a dragon's breath.
Can't get her up.
I'm down.
So apply
I had
half
2
his
HP.
damage.
It was bound to happen. You were like 4 hit
Yeah.
points and directly in front of him.
It still catches some of your fur, a little bit of your hair, and lights you. As Cain, you watch as Sinza is effectively, briefly overtaken in flame, and then hits the stone with a thump.
Okay, Okay, is he's still in, like, he's mostly,
Like
like, staying
moving.
still. I'm concerned about letting go of him, but I need to get
Yeah.
you up.
I'll be fine for a round.
Get her up.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I
also
said to Caden.
paralyzed.
That's what I said to Caden, alright. He's also paralyzed. Perfect. I will cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Sinza.
That cool.
Let me just target you to make this easier.
Oh my god. I'm alive.
Sinza, you are brought back to a less painful consciousness than you would have expected.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's hot. Parts of your fur, like a streak across your face, has been burnt off. But it will come back with time, maybe.
Sinza just plants a clawed hand in the dirt and kind of like coughing up smoke, just pushes herself back up and kind of side-eyes Cain and then goes back to where she was standing in front of Aengus and again holds him.
Yeah. Cain go back to what he was doing as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Lyre. Duncan is going to move in to the opposite side of you, put his hands on the back of yours that are gripping onto the siphon, and will assist you in trying to cut through this tether. So roll me another athletics at advantage.
Adds a little bit of flavor. Lyre, who is struggling to push through it, he's just seeing Sinza go down for a second. He's gonna be like, no, not again, and you see him sort of get angry, and flames start to flicker off of his feet as he starts to move forward and just start pushing forward. I'm gonna cast a shuttle on stride and just get flame going at my feet and begin to push and walk forward, trying to get through this fucking tether.
Okay, you have advantage because you've got multiple things backing you up here. That's
Yes.
much better. As you begin, kind of like you can feel it beginning to like strain and snap, and there is this almighty bang. All of you can hear it, as the taut string, almost like a nylon thread, snaps. And you hear a scream. And it's not from Aengus. It is a woman howling at the top of her lungs as if she's aware of what you've just done. The tether disintegrates on both ends. You watch as it begins to remove itself from round Aengus. And that pink glow in his eyes dulls. The whole grove begins to shift. The pale kind of coloration of purple in the flowers around you begins to dull and change, as there is almost a sense of peace that passes over the entire grove. And it is calm as the roots begin to unwind themselves from Angus's feet. In this moment, is there anything anyone's doing?
Out of curiosity, because I've never cut a tether before, is there any repercussion, any backlash? Is Lyre feeling something? Like what? I don't know the ramifications of what I've just done.
You've severed somebody from a source of power. This is probably the first time that you've truly done that. You've drawn magic out of somebody. This is the first time you have removed a source of magic from someone. You feel eyes on you, Lyre. Someone's taken notice, if he hadn't already, that you have taken away the same way that you had yours taken. Someone else's magic. Sure, she'll have something, but the main source of her power, you have just stripped it from her. How does Lyre feel about that?
Speechless. He's he's kind of just standing there, just looking at the siphon. And he just looks up to wherever he feels eyes on him. He looks in that direction.
There is a sense of weightiness to the siphon as you hold it, as if you have become wholly aware of what this thing that you've made is capable of doing. And it is this in the wrong hands could be devastating. This could be the start of another reconstruction. You have become aware of the weight of this almost burden, this power now that you carry, and what that could mean. But that, to you, could also be the start of your ascension. It could be used for good or bad. And while it's in your hands, you have to trust that you'll use it the right way.
Is there any change?
What you've just done is a good thing. The siphon, at the moment, does not look any different. It certainly feels different.
Lyre's sort of standing there, and will be for a little bit, but he's just staring off in a direction.
Duncan is looking at you, and then looking back over to the others. Is it done?
It's done. She is severed.
He hovers a hand on your shoulder and kind of waits for permission.
What?
You're right to be touched.
Yeah.
He'll hug you. You did well, big man. We did.
Go check on them. I'll be with you
He
in a
nods. Heads himself off. Sinza and Cain. Cain, are you still holding Aengus?
I'm trying to look for signs that, like, he's okay and not going to lash out.
His feet are no longer rooted to the floor, but you can see where those roots have left scars on his legs.
Is he, like,
He's been
passed
there
out?
a long time. His eyes are open, and he's just looking at Sinza.
Okay.
He's breathing quite hard.
I will let go of him slowly. Can I just give it just a standard cure wounds on his legs to try and just help it a little
He's
bit?
also, bleeding from the chest quite heavily,
Yeah,
so that would probably do him some good.
I don't know how deep that was, but I don't know how bad
Mostly
the
just
roots,
surface
damaged his
deep,
leg.
but enough
Yeah.
that he was
Okay.
already very fragile.
It's more to make sure that he's able to walk, I guess. I want to make sure that he's walking comfortably at least, because we're going to need to get out of here.
As you kind of heal him, and you let go of him, he wobbles a little, leans on his halberd, places
Okay,
both hands on it.
Take it slow.
It's quiet.
How conscious were you through that?
He looks amongst you. I heard a voice through the darkness. I heard somebody tell me of my daughter.
Oh. I'm gonna like look over the Sinza because Cain doesn't know really anything about this.
Sinza kind of has a hand on his arm and kind of just lowers it just to make sure that he's okay. Iris.
You know her?
Yeah. I know her well.
Tell me she's okay.
She's okay. She's safe.
Those tears well up again. How long has it been?
Do we know how long? Because Caden told us. But I don't know how
I believe
long
you
it's been.
do. Dex, how long was it?
Yeah.
It was quite a long time. I'd have to go double check.
I believe
It's definitely over
it
5.
was close to 10 years,
Yeah.
maybe a bit longer.
It's around that kind of time. Caden was a bit younger at the time. Well, he was out of the grove for about 5 years, roughly.
Okay, so
and
maybe a
then
bit
probably
closer to like 6.
about 6 years, I think,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because that's when he was exiled. So yeah, around 6 years, roughly.
Okay.
Sinza kind of replaces that hand on his shoulder and she tries to make her expression as kind as possible. 6 years.
He looks distant as he takes that in. She has held me for 6 years.
Yes.
And she got her misery.
We learnt that she was connected to you in a way, feeding or using your wild magic.
He looks towards the
to help.
heart as you mention wild magic, and then looks at his chest and kind of places a hand on the now scar that has been left of the blood rune. Something that will never quite heal. It's a reminder of his time here. As he kind of places his hand against it, he is frail. A lot more so than you would have expected of the previous Archdruid of the 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘠 Conclave. But he has been stuck here in effectively some level of a stasis for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the grove is safe.
Iris stepped up.
She's too young.
She was ready.
And 𝘏𝘪, Caden, my people.
We traveled with Caden.
He looks around as if he's now looking for Caden.
I'm sorry.
His face drops. I wish I could have. I wish I could have told him. He was meant to follow in my footsteps.
We did everything we could.
He
wanted to
takes you
find
by the hands. There is a sympathetic look on his face, despite the tears. I trust that. My saviors who travelled with my son. I saved them.
We need to get you out of here. Mother, I'm sure, will be seeking some revenge.
His face hardens as you mention Mother. I will not leave until that witch is dead.
I'm not one to take revenge from people. If this is something that you need.
Is this your intent?
I also have my intent for what she did to me.
He looks at the four of you, takes you in individually. Then let me come with you.
Sinza kind of looks to Cain and Lyre for some kind of agreement or disagreement in the matter. What is she picking up body language-wise?
Sinza, the second you look over at Lyre, he just rushes and gives you a hug. And
You feel her kind of shaking in your hold. She kind of just like presses her head on your shoulder.
He's just apologizing.
Why are you apologizing?
You were going. I didn't see it happen. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. What happened, happened. It is not your fault.
Lyre will pull back from the hug. She's severed. I took her power. She's weak.
Let me strike.
Cain, your pocket buzzes.
My rocks!
No. It's a young
Descending. Yeah, I'm going to answer.
You hear a very cheerful voice on the other side of Aaron. I think people are better now.
Oh? In what way?
They are talking differently.
Oh,
People are confused. They don't know what's happening.
That's a good sign. It looks like what we've done is working.
Lady Sam fixed it.
Lady Sam helped fix it. We'll be back as soon as we can. It's good to hear from you and know you're safe.
Damis is confused.
I think everyone's going to be a little confused for a while.
Are the storms going to stop now?
They should be stopping. If you see anything, or notice anything odd, let us know.
Okay.
And stay
Bye,
safe.
Mr. Cain.
Bye, Aaron.
And the sending stone goes quiet.
Sinza's gonna look back to Aengus. I feel like introductions are in order.
Please.
I'm Sinza.
He takes your hands and places them against his forehead. It is a respectful greeting.
Yeah, I've seen the same thing from Iris. Lyre and Cain and Duncan.
And he will offer the same greeting to each of you. And as he comes to Lyre, he takes both of your hands, presses them to his forehead. You are a powerful mage. I feel it in your blood.
I'm working on it.
You hold wild magic with you. There is a 𝘏𝘪𝘨 in your veins.
Lyre would just nod. He doesn't really know what to say.
He comes to Cain, and I think he is religious, but he recognizes your attire. The Lady of Mortality smiles on you.
I think she's smiled on all of us today.
You feel him place a hand against your chest plate. You hold secrets.
I think most of us do, but that's a conversation for another time.
Secrets are a burden. Allow them to be carried by others to lessen the weight.
I'll keep your words in mind.
To Duncan, he seems a little confused. He knows he's able to recognize another druid, but of what type he's not sure. And he's never met a Simic. So he takes his hands, places them on his forehead. You remind me of my son.
It's the crayon, isn't it?
And Duncan smiles, but doesn't really know how to take that. He's got quite a similar build to Caden. He's quite tall, quite broad, and is a quote-unquote young druid. Reminds him of Caden. And then back to Sinza, as he takes her hands again. I will fight to my last breath until that witch is dead. For what she has taken from me.
She just nods.
He is quite clearly physically frail.
Mm-hmm.
He could probably take a number of hits, but he isn't the strongest of people, not anymore. He may have been at one point, but he looks pretty sallow as it is. Though his magic, now he is the only thing sourcing from this artery of Sif. His magic will still be of a great boon to you if you wish to use it.
There are things that I need to tell you all about her. But we need to find
I
someone
will
to rest.
protect this place.
This place
Without
isn't
her
safe
being
until she's
tied
gone.
here, she has no power here.
If you feel safe resting here, I have mixed opinions, but
I will protect you. That is my duty as an archdruid.
this doesn't look like Cain and Lyre.
Lyre's walked over to the altar. Yeah, Lyre just sort of, as you guys were talking, just sort of wandered off and headed over to the altar.
What is Cain doing?
I don't think Kane's doing too much right now. He doesn't have a lot of context for what's happening, like with the grove and the history, other than what he's heard. He doesn't really know much about the wild magic or the hearts. I think he's just trying to figure out what the next move is. I think, in his opinion, it's probably trying to get Aengus back to the grove to rest up and coming back here.
Now you know you have a direct route back from RV. Who was carrying Sinza's equipment?
Can I have my stuff?
Lyre, as you pass Sinza back her things, Sinza, you have passed 2 letters.
Unopened by me, by the way, I will say.
They are open, but you could only assume that whoever was masquerading as you has opened and read your letters. But as you read through them, you have a letter back from Oleander.
Yeah.
Would you like
Since a
me to
reason-
read it out loud?
Yeah, I already shared it with, I think, Odin, because Odin was carrying Sinza stuff, but yeah, please
Didn't read it.
out loud for the crew. You didn't read it?
No.
Sinza, 𝘏𝘏𝘏 has fallen into chaos. I have luckily managed to stay under the radar despite our hiccups with the Sanguine. I hope your ally is safe and well despite them taking what they wanted from him. Wild magic is a dangerous, unstable magic, wielded by only specific people, trusted people. I have seen this increase in mutated vampiric kind. They're not alive, they never were, but this is something different. They are beyond undead. Even the purebloods are driven by the want for power beyond they have, overreaching. The Dais has become a safe house for citizens, even above ground, as the violence gets worse. People are being snatched away in the night, and this plague is spreading beyond the reaches of 𝘏𝘏𝘏. Whatever this synthesis is, it is not mortal. It is something of another plane that has invaded with the intent to create Sif into its new undead playground. but I think it draws its power from something from this plane to keep it stable. My hypothesis is that it draws its power from the Fae. I am unsure who, and my connections to Aegis have gone quiet for some time. Even Echo won't talk to me. They seem focused on something beyond my understanding. There are too many factors at play here, but in the end, this synthesis is not actually at the top of the chain, even if they're causing so much damage. I'm running out of options to keep people safe. Please keep yours close, and if you do anything to weaken synthesis from where you are, do so. We have little hope here, and it keeps getting thinner. Yours, Oleander of the Dias of the Long Dark.
Sinza reads the letter out to the crew.
You listen as you can watch Angus's face kind of frown as he contorts in thought. As you mention, Sihonus has fallen to illness, and some plague that has taken over both by undead and other means. He doesn't seem to recognize the name synthesis at all.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he is now informed. He thanks you for informing him, at the very least.
What was the second letter? I forget who it was from. Was it two, or was it just the one from Ollie?
Oh, it might have been just the one.
I think it was just the one.
It was just the one. Never mind.
It's just a letter from Iris.
Hey, BB, how you doing? Hope you're
Hey,
well.
baby.
So I guess our thoughts about synthesis are correct. Fuck. Echo going quiet.
I will hold down the grove so you may recover. As he looks at Sinza, who is still very fucked up. I think we need some peace. Some time to collate what we need to do before her blood is spilled.
I have things that I need to share information. It's all just sitting on me at the moment, and I'm Echo going quiet. Where's the... I wonder if he knows.
I think it's best we rest and then get back to the Ňʻombak Enclave.
Do you have a way of getting back here?
I'm looking over to Lyre. I believe my magically inclined friend has a way. I'm not as familiar. We have a coin, but I don't know the exact details of it.
Currently, I would need a teleportation circle here.
I may be able to assist. As he looks to you, Lyre, as a watcher, I should be able to travel between the arteries that I know of. If you can take us to the grove, I can take you to the artery in the dry green and get you back here.
Lyre gets a big smile. We can get you home.
The trees will guide us. And Breeze has not failed me yet. For now, recover. Rest, eat. Do what you must. All of you. I am in your debt.
Sinza's gonna lean into Cain we're going back to the grove.
We've got a way back here and there. And we need to get Aengus out. He's in no condition.
We have an advantage here. We're close to her here. We're close to her here, Cain.
Exactly, but if we can go back there and here easily, I think we should be able to do it. We can't rest her safely here, especially after we've cut her tether.
That's wasting time. I don't know who else she's fucking got under her control. Who else she's doing to fucking things that she did to me.
Do you want to rush in blindly?
I want her dead, Cain. I want her gone. I want it done.
So do I. Alright. This is just what I think the best decision is. Do you want to risk Aengus in the state he is? He may be fine magically, but look at how he is physically. I doubt he'd even make the walk over there.
Then we send him home. Then we deal with it. I will do what you think is best, but
We'll talk about it as a group. I didn't say it's what we're doing. I just said that's what I think we should be doing. Alright, we can talk about this as a group. If you think that's what's best, we can look at that option as well.
If that's what you think is best.
Duncan and Lyre, what are you guys doing?
Duncan, you want to go?
Bro, I just got here. I don't know what the fuck happened. I know we did something cool. I'm being
Duncan
honest
blacked
with you.
out. Duncan, you helped sever a tie to the astral sea that was connected to the Bloodied Mother.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right. You know, I totally did that. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
So powerful.
Hey.
He's a god!
So- blacked out. So, Lyre, what do you think we should do next? What's the plan? I think he's gonna look over. I'm gonna say, like, would he have seen Cain and, like, Sinza having a bit of a moment over there? Just like,
You're standing right next to
I can't imagine they were particularly quiet. Yeah.
oh shit, my bad. Give me 1 second. It's clear that there's a lot going on.
Sinza is... And Lyre's sort of looking at you, Sinza, with sort of a knowing look. Sinza has experienced things that we wouldn't understand. She's angry. She felt alone, ignored. I don't know what happened to you, Sinza, and I am sorry. But I know where you're at right now. And the anger, it feels good.
I am so filled with it.
I know.
I'm drowning in it, and I need to put it somewhere.
I know.
I spent days listening to his voice, Lyre. Him calling for me, asking me why I didn't save him. And a small piece of me believes that I didn't do everything that I could. I have convinced myself of that. And if this makes me feel better, then maybe this will make me less mad. Maybe this will make me less confused in my emotions. She used me. She fed on me. And I could do nothing but look at his father. His eyes. as he cried for me, begged me.
I wish I could simply say it wasn't him. That your mind is made up on how you feel about this. And I will help you change it. In time. This sadly won't go away instantly. But we take a step first. We fulfill a promise we made. We get him, and Lyre will nod towards Aengus, home. We fulfill that promise we made to Caden. We make sure the grove is complete again. And then we come back and we put her down.
Gladly.
One moment.
Icarus has lots to say.
Icarus is loud.
He's giving a speech.
He has no mouth, but he must scream.
Aengus has provided you a space. If you wish to take a rest, you can. Sinza, if you want to tell the party about everything you heard.
Yeah, can I monologue?
Yeah,
You
Bobo.
can, if you'd like.
Yeah! Okay. I think as the night starts to wind down, probably got like a campfire going. Cinder's kind of sitting with her hands on her knees. She wanted to play a game. She wanted to... almost like a question for a question, an answer for an answer. And I'm not the most intelligent, so she played me a lot. But I did find out about Heliodor, his plans. The Bloodied Mother took them. She is working with the White Wolf. She has this company of people in a blood-soaked cathedral. And her face changed a lot, trying to maybe feed on more of that fear and anger. I saw multiple different forms, and she is like nothing I've ever experienced. But I know now that her magic is weakened. But I think we need to get her alone, away from her cult. If that's what you
It would be safe to assume that after cutting her off from that, and that the people in town have been cut off from that,
Oh, they're all
that
gone!
all the people in that city are no longer under her control.
Yeah. Was there any other... I'm trying to think of any other information that I gained.
Give me a hot second and I'll look it up.
So no,
for
that was the big one that I got.
Yeah. She feeds on misery. Hags
Yeah.
do. That is how hags function. And what better way to cause misery than to start a war of mechanical people?
Yeah.
So she gave the plans to the wolf with the intention that he would start a war. That he would create her misery for her.
I don't know if this is relevant, but the lichen was scared of her. Like, we worked out they're connected in a way. The four of them. The synthesis The one with the changing faces, the 𝘏𝘰𝘮𝘦 and the Bloodied Mother. She said I looked like her, like the 𝘏𝘰𝘮. Iris had said that I looked different. I don't really know what that means, but I'm sure it's great. She was very interested in us. She wanted to know more about all of you. I told her she can go fuck herself.
I'd say because Lyre, anyone with an intelligence score over, let's say, 14. So, oh dear, Cain. Oh dear. So Duncan and Lyre, as you're being told this information, one, it was likely that she got those voices that she heard out of Sinza, that she used against you when she was trying to lure you off into the woods. Used it out of her memory of the people that you know. She's heard your family, Lyre, from the sending stones, like the sendings that you've sent. She's heard your sister's voice in some capacity. She's heard Grim, so of course she would be able to replicate that. She's never heard Targon, which is why Targon wasn't quite right. Wasn't quite him. But she knows of the memory of Targon. And she knows what he looks like from the painting in Cain's house. It's likely that she was using Sinza's fears against her rather than using the truth, given the sort of treatment that she gave Sinza while she was captive. But now knowing that she is a fraction of what she was with the Astral Sea in her grasp, this suddenly looks a lot more doable. She is as mortal as you and me.
Burn the witch.
You don't know what state that city is going to be in when you get there. But you can imagine if the people in Chorus are very confused, then those people are probably very, very confused.
How are the woods around us?
Doesn't seem to have changed.
Okay.
The grove has changed, but
Yes.
the woods themselves haven't yet.
Okay.
She is still powerful with her own
She's
magic.
got her claws in. Yeah.
So what's the plan? Lyre, man with a plan.
Tell you what time is it around?
I'd say if you've been waiting until it started to get dark and you've been resting in the evening, it would be like 7 p.m.
What time would it be in the grove? Would it be late or early?
8 in the morning.
Okay. I say we pack up. We go back to the grove. If Aengus is dead set on coming with us, that's fine. But I want him to see his family again, at least once. I need to speak to Avi about my trident also. See if I can make it more powerful.
I need a drink. So that sounds like a good plan.
Sinza,
Lyre.
Join me at the altar for a moment.
You're not gonna sacrifice me, are you?
Not this time.
Oh, I knew this day was coming. Oh, God. There, protect me.
It's gonna walk.
Since I fucked him up.
Come on.
Since a little clip clops. Hoofsies up to you.
Remembering off the last time they encountered an archery, Lyre won't touch it because it'd beat the shit out of us last time.
Yeah.
But he'll sort of like, yeah. But he'll kind of like hover his hand around it as it moves around, and he'll let trace through his fingers. Do you think he's watching?
I'm always watching.
Do you want to tell him we got his dad?
Yeah. Hey, big guy. We found him. We saved him. And we're taking him home. Just like you wanted.
You get no response, but you feel warm.
This is one of the things, Sinza. And Lyre will like gesture one of his fingers, and the hair on your neck will blow out of the way. Did you get a new tattoo?
I very well may have. I don't know. Memory's weird. I can't see it myself. Can I run my fingers over it?
As it's kind of almost indented in your fur, you can feel it.
Two swords crossed.
I know what that is, right, Thames?
You do. You saw it in the trees. To protect you from the Bloodied Mother, 𝘏𝘏𝘏 gave you a blessing. Without him, you would not have been able to withstand that on your own.
I think 𝘏𝘏𝘏 is looking out for me.
Oh, God.
I know.
There's two of you now.
It was my brother's god. It would make sense for me to walk in my brother's footsteps.
I guess it's kind of nice. I don't like him. And Lyre's gonna start walking. Come on, we gotta get an old man home.
Yeah, since I'll follow. Are we going to use the coin, or are you going to set your teleportation circle?
Save your coin. I used it. Sorry.
Huh? Where's Caden's axe?
Who has the pieces of migraine?
I handed them back to... Oh, well, we picked them up. They would have been slung over Lyre's shoulder, probably.
Since it's about this point that you realise that migraine is not particularly in good shape. It's the handle snapped.
Like, you feel like a heat from behind you. That's probably like the rage that's rolling off Sinza.
What?
The pieces of Caden's axe that you have on your shoulder.
Oh. Right. Technically, you broke it. technically.
That's the worst thing you could say. That's so shit.
Listen, it's either I say that or I get a fist to the face.
I think
That's
you can
real.
both.
If I don't,
I'm not telling the
Violet-
blacksmith, by the way.
well,
You have to.
someone
It's your
Violet's
axe.
gonna be fuming.
at Caden's funeral,
Mhm.
she handed me this axe
Yep.
and said, "You protect my baby."
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a shaved goat. When I get my fucking hands on that fucking bitch, I'm gonna fucking wring her neck. And Sinza kind of like puts the axe on her shoulder, holding the pieces.
Okay. Everyone ready to go back to the grove?
Is that what you have decided?
For the night. If you truly want to come with us to face the Bloody Mother, I don't know what's going to happen when we're there. And after 6 years, I would much rather your daughter see your face. At least once. And you can bring us back here.
He seems reluctant, but will go with you.
Will the grove be okay?
Yes.
Right.
I will return to it periodically anyway, until I find another watcher.
Well, Lyre will reach into his bag and pull out a bit of chalk and sort of scrape it along the edge of his trident. And sort of like how Toothless in the How to Train Your Dragon draws in the sand, Lyre just starts sort of dancing around, dragging his trident along the ground, carving runes. And he'll stop just before the last bit connects. Everyone ready? He'll quickly cast sending to Avi. Avi, we're coming home. And he'll connect the last bit.
As you do so, the world flashes, and you are drawn along a thin line across the face of Sif. And it is a brief kind of flash. This is the first time that you have teleported via this method. And unlike the teleportation coin, there is an exact location. And for a brief moment, you see Sif from the sky in this long, stretching sweep above the trees, above cities, along the cloud line. You catch a glimpse of giants. It is a beautiful passage, even if it's just for a moment. And you land about 30 feet, maybe a bit more, outside of the 𝘞𝘭𝘭𝘮 Conclave.
Damn.
I don't have the map prepared for this.
You did it!
So you are getting this.
World map time!
World map time. As you land, it is early in the morning. It is warm here, muggy almost from the nature of Sif being warm as a whole. The mugginess is somewhat pleasant to Duncan, as it's a bit wetter. It's a bit wetter. And he's been out of the sea for quite some time. he's missing it. But as you land perfectly on your feet. It is a little disorientating, having flown for a moment and then you are back here. You see the guards on the gate, kind of blinking and looking at you. And one of them rushes into the conclave upon seeing Aengus. There is a few moments before dressed in her full garb with her staff, her mother's staff, long, kind of leafy cloak over her shoulders. Iris comes running to the gate and sees the five of you, all stood next to each other, kind of still covered in gold and blue shimmers from Lyre's teleportation. And she just bursts into tears and runs into her father's arms, who gladly takes her and buries his head in her cloak. You can hear kind of muffled talk between the two of them as they hold each other for some time. Any of the four of you doing anything in this moment?
Cain hasn't really been here though, so like he's like has no idea where he is. He's just
Druid Groves are a whole fucking ballpark outside of what you've ever dealt with. This is brand new territory for you. Are any of you doing anything, or are you just sort of letting them have their moment?
I want to let them have their moment, but I want to scan. I'm looking for any leak of Farley's grove here. Like, I know that Caden and Duncan had set their barrier, but like, I want to keep an eye out, especially after Ollie's letter.
Roll me a perception check.
18.
18. On the far borders of the grove, one or two leaves flicker in and out of static.
Gotta deal with that.
They do not seem to get close enough to the grove as if it is well protected. So even if the grove is surrounded, nothing will get in.
Yeah, that's all Sinza's doing.
Iris leans back briefly and takes her father's hands. And the two of them exchange conversation very briefly before she turns to you, Sinza, takes your hands and kisses you.
She holds her so tight, like it's just pressing her into her.
She then gives almost like a running hug into Lyre.
Is she big? Remind me.
She's about Caden's height, so she's fucking massive. Bear hugged. As you get bear hugged by this gigantic woman. She then also offers a hug to Duncan. She's met Duncan before. Duncan was present, so of course she wants to give good hugs, and she's about the right height to get proper hugs from Duncan. So like the two of them bear hug. You hear quietly to Duncan, like, "Thank you."
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's fine.
God, you're so
And she
strong.
turns to Cain. She just sort of looks you up and down for a moment, before she takes your hands and presses them to her forehead. I do not know you, stranger.
I am Cain, High Arbiter of Psalm. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Even the gods working with you. She kisses the back of your knuckles, Cain. Obris is blessed by you. As she turns to all of you, and will kind of straighten her back as if she's trying to do almost a formal address.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for returning the Archdruids to us. At the very least, I know that I am not alone anymore. After losing Cain, or Caden,
I'm still here.
I'm still here after losing Caden and my mother. It has been a weight on my shoulders. And she takes her father's hands again. You can return to your position if you want. He shakes his head. This is your grove. These are your people. But I will stand with you anyway. And she nods, kind of tries to keep a straight face. Welcome home, all of you. I have missed you. Duncan.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be a conniving bitch here. Don't mean to ruin the moment. She said, like, this is not my grove or something like that. But like, because I remember Duncan's like the only one of his sort of kinds. Like, this is going to be
the
like,
only person of your circle. Yeah, you're a one-man circle.
Like, we have a pretty cool circle that might need people. But go ahead, have your moment.
I am sure you do, Mr. Duncan.
It's a pretty cool circle, not gonna lie. Just saying.
Aengus turns to you, Duncan. I would be most interested if you told me of your ways.
Oh, boy. I haven't really got to talk that much. I blacked out for a wee bit moment, but apparently I helped.
For a solid, 2 hours and 15 minutes, you kind of just zonked out for a second there.
I promise that's not part of the circle. That's not what happened. I promise it's a...
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
My connection to sound.
Your connection to Wi-Fi. As killed you. As he offers a kind of hand to you, Duncan. It is a blessing to have other druids amongst us.
To be honest, these are a lot more druids than I'm used to seeing, because I'm sort of like a one-man circle jerk, one would say, but... Yeah.
That is not what I see. As he looks at the rest of your party.
Duncan's gonna look. You're right. Don't know about that one, though. Looking at the High Arbiter. Working on it, though. It's a work in progress. That one right there, I'm going to gesture to that. He's the dinghy master of my ship. So we have a ship, by the way. Our circle has a ship. It's a cool ship. Not a dinghy.
Not a dinghy. He smiles. He seems a lot more at ease at home.
Oh, God damn it.
Iris places a hand on his chest over the scar. I assume you know what has happened. He kind of frowns. Bits and pieces. I've been told that Caden has joined 𝘏𝘪𝘮. And she nods. He looks to the tree. My dear wife. Iris kind of holds his arm. She was a very good archdruid. I know. That seat was meant for you. That is why you are in charge. And that is why I will follow you. She nods. Please, come in. Make yourselves warm. Eat something. We will accommodate you where we need to. It is your home. Arvi has been telling me things. We have a surprise for, he says you are called Honest Company now? Is that it?
Correct.
We have a surprise for the Honest Company. We've been working on it while you've been gone. And she walks into the grove and takes her father with her.
Just quickly, Toby, how does the teleportation circle look? What kind of architecture is I'll be fucked with? What's his
There
vibe?
is almost like a Stonehenge
Yo!
outside with a circle in the center of it that has been sort of intricately carved in, but rather than sort of just stone, all of the runes are filled with water.
Yuck. I mean,
It's like a pebble.
Lavender.
It's effectively like lots of divots in the rock where water is flowing through.
Do the stones look familiar? Like he's pulled them from the other location?
Yeah.
Nice.
They have very similar carvings to the ones from the teleportation circle you used to get to Abrahamon.
That's my boy.
As you are led into the grove, there are plenty of druids that come in and thank you each, take you by the hand. Many of them offer the respectful greeting. You can hear them talking about you. They are in awe that these adventurers from the city have come in and have done what was assumed at the time impossible. You brought back an archdruid from the dead. They thought he was gone. Please?
As we're walking in and everyone's just sort of like acknowledging us and all that kind of stuff, Lyre's going to lean over to Duncan. Psst, Duncan.
What?
As a captain, are you a good storyteller?
Am I a good storyteller? Yeah, I'm a pretty good storyteller, not gonna lie.
You're fucking good. What are you talking about?
Make sure you tell everyone the story of what we did today. Because you were there.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. I was there for like all of it.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yep. Absolutely. You can trust in me. I remembered everything. Yep. The whoosh and the
Exactly.
wow, you're so cool, Lyre. Like, oh yeah, you too. You're pretty tall. I'm like, yeah. I got it. 100%. It's all right here.
Perfect. Tell everyone.
As Iris has kind of departed from her father, like left him by the tree because he wishes to observe it for a while, and he is being hounded by many other druids.
Oh god, poor guy.
As Iris kind of gestures to you, she has dropped the professionalism, and is kind of grinning and gesturing like, come on. Come on.
Sinza follows.
Okay.
She takes you back near Caden's house. And in the morning light, you can tell that things have been changed. And added onto the back of the house is a much larger section of building. And stood next to Caden's front door, well, stood is a hard word, is Zani.
Sinza runs and gives her a hug.
And Zani hugs you tightly. Hello.
It's so good to see you.
Her tail is mostly grown back.
Oh, thank God.
It's a little smaller than it should be. It's a bit short. She's got a stumpy tail now. I helped build you a house because you didn't really have a house. So it would be nice if you guys could, like, stick around a bit more. Maybe, now that Caden is not here.
We'll be back more often.
Iris has done lots of talking with me. And she says that it is not good for me to be really angry about things that were nobody's fault. So I decided to not be angry anymore. Even if it is hard.
Yeah, that's good.
She turns to Lyre and kind of offers her hands out to you.
He'll gently take them.
I'm really sorry for being mean. I hope you can forgive me, Mr. Lyre.
I was never angry at you, Zani.
That doesn't make it okay for me to be mean to you.
It's what you needed at that moment.
I feel better now.
I'm glad.
She'll give you a hug too. Plus, I made you a spare hammock in case you wanted to come and hang out with me instead.
Good to know.
Hello, Mr. Duncan, as she waves at Duncan. We're going hunting again soon, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Me more of those, they call those things that you do sport.
Meat pancakes.
Yes, it's meat pancakes. I have something really cool. I'm gonna see if I still have it somewhere. the one that kills me every time.
Oh God, no!
Yeah.
Don't give that to Zani.
Dude, Jesus Christ!
Oh no, she's immune to
you're
poison.
crazy.
She'll be fine.
Oh yeah, she'll be
Yeah, she'll
fine.
be alright.
She might enjoy it.
Yeah, but I'm like, I have this, and pull out whatever's left of what I got.
There's like a little bit
wrong.
left. You've scrammed most of it. So she's like, that looks kind of weird. I want to eat it though.
Oh, trust me, you're going to love it.
Wonderful. We're going to have dinner then. That sounds good.
It's gonna nod.
And then she looks at Cain. You're really scary.
I get that a lot. I promise
Your
you
voice
not.
is super deep. Wow.
Is Cain feeding on Zani's energy right
That's
now?
what I was just curious.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people around him, so he's all over the fucking place.
It's just
Step away
like,
from Cain. So he's gonna
He's taking. It's the new people, so he's struggling again.
Overwhelmed.
He's overwhelmed.
I'm overstimulated. Sinza, help.
You know, you could just call me Cain.
hello, Mr. Cain. It is very
Zani,
nice
I
to
believe.
meet you. My name is Zani.
Pleasure to meet
I
you.
am friends with Mr. Lyre and Miss Sinza and Mr. Duncan. And also Mr. Caden, but you didn't get to know him.
Sadly not.
He is very nice. And stupid.
I've been told that, among other things.
Well, if you're part of this little, gang now, then I guess that one of the other rooms is yours then, as she kind of points to the door.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
You don't look like you've had a shower in a while.
I think I might go have one. No.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
He's gonna go have a shower. He's gonna go have a shower.
Do you walk into the house?
Yeah.
Iris will guide you in. She's effectively set up Caden's old house with an extension. So the front half of the house is still Caden's, and Caden's room is still there. But 5 other bedrooms have been added, and a central living space with a large table in its center. There are bookcases filled with what looks like some of Arvy's books, and a fireplace at the end. It has been strung in fairy lights and lanterns, and it is a beautiful little home in the Grove, with a sign out the front now that has engraved on a piece of wood, The Honest Company.
We got a home.
We got a home, guys. We leveled up to a home.
We leveled up.
No. Maybe.
Where's my wizard?
Where's Art?
Do you ask Iris?
Yes. Where's my wizard?
Last I checked, Arvi was in his office, but he did most of the planning for this building. So do be sure to thank him. He put a lot of work into it.
Okay. If any of you need me, I will be annoying Avi. As Lyre smiles, and he will head that way.
Okay. Are any of the rest of you deciding to do anything in this moment, or for the rest of the evening?
Drinking. Where's the alcohol? Yeah. Is there any alcohol in this place, or do I need to go find it?
Iris tells you have a wine cellar.
Oh God.
Oh, hell
Are we gonna get Bastion stats for this?
You are, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Sinza probably gets too drunk and just kind of sets herself up somewhere and just...
We have to travel back soon, dog.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
All that, oh, you're like, no, we need to stay because of the advantage, but wine.
Wine. I don't want to feel
Cain
anything
and
pain.
Duncan
Let me drink
doing
away
this
my
evening?
issues.
Healthy.
The main tree is still in stasis, right?
It is, yes.
Can I sense anything off it in general? Just because, like, I know that, at least as a player, I know what the tree is. Cain doesn't, but does Cain sense
This
anything?
place is very heavily tied to the divine.
Okay.
It is under the watch of a specific god. It would be safe to assume it's a breeze.
Okay.
It is a strange place, considering that tree is full of souls.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if Cain would sense anything, but I don't know if he will.
It seems to have effectively, like, some feels calm here.
Okay.
That is a normal, natural process for these druids, and she is like, that's fine.
Okay. Good to know.
Duncan, you doing anything this evening?
Join me in alcohol, my friend.
You doing story time with the Grove and getting shit faced?
I want to see him.
I
I
am
want to
gonna
walk out and
do-
see him like dancing around the tree, telling a story.
I'm gonna do storytelling for sure with the totally real accounts of what Duncan witnessed.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh hell yeah!
Fuck you. Can I
I
cast
give him
guidance on
advantage?
myself?
You can.
If I
you
join
want.
him?
Yeah, you can give him help if you want to join him.
Yeah.
I'm about to give a session recap and I don't even know what half the fuck happened.
You don't have to do the actual recap. This is based on your performance.
Oh god, hold on.
Yeah, you just got to do the recap
Can you
next
do
session.
like an
Jed.
interpretive dance of
Yeah.
what happened though, or what you think happened?
Make it do a sea shanty on the spot.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. If
Jed,
I
write a sea shanty.
described what happened, right, like to you, right?
Mhm.
Pretend you're the children. The best way I can as Duncan, would you let me have advantage?
I mean, you've got advantage because Sinza's helping you.
You know what? Fuck
So-
this. Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay, and that's a D4 because of my guidance.
Yeah.
So I have that combined with my performance of a +1. So that is going to be a 16.
16. Okay.
And that's going to be +2. That's going to be 18.
Nice.
An 18.
Nice.
With Sinza's assistance, while Sinza is very
She's
drunk,
drunk as a skunk.
like you are giving a performative retelling of everything that you saw. To the druids and their kids, there are some kids that are super into it, like at the front, who are like, wow, whoa, because they know you as the Slayer of Dragons. You killed a lunar dragon in the grove, so they're like,
Isn't it still there?
wow, yeah, it's still
the
there.
corpse.
Its bones are now wrapped around the tree.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. So you are effectively giving this retelling, telling them how you pulled the thread of the astral sea taut and Lyre severed it. How you were able to reinstate a grove in the far west of Sif. And these kids are super like, that's so exciting, wow. And you're kind of bigging it up a little bit, of like, you know, making it even more dramatic than it was. Not that it wasn't already very tense and dramatic, but you conveniently left out the part where you fell down a hole. Because, of course, the kids would not... Well, they'd probably find that funny, but you're like, let's make me sound heroic rather than, you know, a bit of a bumble. But don't worry about it. And you spend your evening doing that and telling these kids of your story, and the other druids as well, who are very interested to know how Aengus was returned to them. And with that, we are going to end our session and continue next session. Yippee! I will make a map of your guild hall, so that you have the guild hall to return to if you ever need to. But thank you very much for playing, and thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye!
Bye!